what would be your thoughts, the last thoughts that you would like to leave with our audience?
Well, just as you said, each of us can be anything that we want to be. No one can limit us. And thank you so much for taking the time to hear about another way that you can help one girl at a time.
And it is one at a time. Before we started here, we talked about the starfish that were washed up on the shore, and the little boy was picking them up and throwing them in the water, and a guy came by and he goes, "There's thousands of starfish here. How can you possibly make a difference?" And he picked one up and he said, "Makes a big difference to this one," and tossed it back in the water. And that's what you're doing. And that's what we want every one of you to do out there. Make a difference in someone's life today. A small difference. Doesn't have to be a big difference. You have no idea. I know that you have sent a card or made a call to somebody and they've said, "Oh, I needed that so much. How did you know?" I just had a client call me. She went through a very messy divorce, and I wrote her a little card and said some few words of encouragement. And she called me up and she said, "You know, it made me cry that you would understand what I went through." So it's really all about understanding. Understanding the woman who's making the choices that she's making in India, to actually have her new baby girl killed because she knows it's not going to make a difference. And the best thing for this child is to put it out of its misery. How does that happen? Where do we get this? Help us. Help us to do this. Help us to create an opportunity for every woman to have a voice. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Tell everybody about our show and let us know via email, which is on your screen. Let us know what you think. And if you know of a great story out there, email us. Let us know so we can bring her here on this show and enlighten more people. Lolly, thank you again so much, and God bless you and keep you.
You also.
And God bless and keep every one of you out there. Thank you.
I come from a family of only girls, and in India, I know what that is. The burden the parents go through, just what society puts them through by saying, "Oh, you have baby girls, that's going to be an expensive proposition for you, educating them, the dowry for them." It's a big social evil, and Niji and Lolly have taken on the greater of the two social evils, which is female infanticide, and they are wanting to save these girls. We believe in Shiloh Restored. We believe in Niji and Lolly's heart for these girls, because you do not wake up one morning and decide to relocate your lives for somebody else. They are willing to selflessly give up living for themselves and live for these baby girls, and not just to give them a better lives, but to help them exist.
My goal as a board member would be to see how we can make sure that Shiloh Restored is successful in its goals and in achieving what operational capability it needs to. I hope to bring my business background to the table and make sure that I can support by pulling my network and influence. Influence being the key word there. Influence change. Not just by setting up an orphanage or by setting up a cause, but also possibly making people aware of what's happening and seeing if we can influence a change in that.